Today I'm going to be talking about 10 amazing signature scents. So if you like the sound of that, then please do keep on watching. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if it's the first time you are visiting. So as I already mentioned, today I'm going to be talking about 10 fragrances that I feel are signature scent worthy. And for me, a signature scent has to be something that is first and foremost memorable, but then secondly, something that suits a variety of different occasions. And I feel like there are not many fragrances within my collection that I would classify as signature scent worthy. So if you want to find out my 10 top recommendations, then please do keep on watching. Now, the first fragrance that I feel is truly signature scent worthy is by Wilhelm, and this one is called Dear Polly. And the packaging of Wilhelm fragrances is absolutely phenomenal. I just have to give you a bit of a better view of the bottle. But I absolutely love Dear Polly because I feel like it is truly versatile and it kind of has this cool girl aesthetic about it. So if you like fragrances a little bit similar to Gris Chanel by BDK, then you'll probably enjoy Dear Polly. However, I feel like this one pulls a little bit more fresh and it's a little bit more uplifting, specifically within the opening. In essence, Dear Polly is a really gorgeous black tea fragrance, but it has such a fresh opening which comes from the bergamot and the green apple. It then follows with black amber, musk and oak moss in the base, but this is pretty zingy. You definitely get that bergamot and the green apple in the opening. Very, very uplifting. I think it's an inviting fragrance and I do think it is truly signature scent worthy because you could wear this through all seasons and all different occasions. The black tea is not dry, it's definitely sweetened with those top notes, but then as this starts to settle down, you get that beautiful kind of black amber. Although it's not a thick and dense base, it's definitely more of a translucent and uplifting base. And then you get a little bit of that musk and a little bit of that oak moss, but mostly what you're getting is a very inviting, very fresh black tea fragrance. And I just think it's super, super special and I would highly recommend it as a signature scent. The next fragrance is from Initio and it is Musk Therapy. And I must say this one was a little bit more of a slow burner for me. It took me a little bit longer to really appreciate this fragrance. But I'm so glad I sampled this more than once because this is a fragrance that I feel is truly signature scent worthy. This is going to be such an easy reach fragrance. It's extremely fresh, but also inviting. I feel like it's calming. Plus, again, it kind of gives you a cool girl / cool guy vibe about it. I don't know what it is because it's a little bit more understated and that is why I appreciate it so much. It never becomes cloying and I just find it really, really comforting to wear. What I mostly pick out from this is the black currant up top, which is nice and juicy, and then it has a little bit of bergamot too. It is very much musk dominant, and then you have a little bit of magnolia throughout. And then you get this beautiful kind of creamy white sandalwood in the base. It's definitely a musky fragrance. I mean, it's called Musk Therapy, but it is lifted up with that juicy blackcurrant, as I said, and then it's got the creamy sandalwood in the base. And I just think this is such a beautiful fragrance. And for that reason, I think it would be a gorgeous signature scent. The next fragrance I had to include because I wear it so much myself that it's pretty much become a signature scent. And it is by Une Night Nomade, and this one is Jardins de Mitzvah. And you can see the dent in this one. It's close to a signature scent as it's going to get for me in my collection. This and another fragrance that I'm going to mention a little bit later. And I feel like Jardins de Mitzvah is a great signature scent for those of you that love a bit of a deeper rose-based fragrance. And if you're a rose oud lover, you might enjoy something like this. Now, it has no oud in it, but it definitely has some depth. You've got almond and saffron in the base, which definitely gives it the depth needed. And then you have this really gorgeous, sticky, resinous date note through the mid, which also is complemented by the beautiful kind of pink, juicy rose. And then you have the cardamom and nutmeg up top. I think this would make such a beautiful signature scent Totally unisex. I know many of you have tried Jardins de Mitzvah. You either got the discovery set or you ordered a bottle of this one, and I've had a lot of feedback that you have been loving it. So that makes me really happy because I do think it's truly special and it's at a great price point. So yeah, Jardins de Mitzvah is signature scent worthy. Next up, I have a softer recommendation, and it is by Xerjoff, the Casamarati line, and it is Dama Bianca. And this epitomizes signature scent in my opinion. Dama Bianca is soft, pretty, it's bridal, it's first day, it's every day, it's signature scent, it's just everything. And I think this truly fits in the list so well because it is versatile. Now, it's not a beast mode fragrance by any means, but it's a fragrance that I feel like is extremely likable and is just going to leave you smelling incredible. It's got kumquat and lime up top to give it that zingy juiciness, and then you have lots of kind of powdery florals through the middle. It's got iris, it's got violet, it's got lilac, I think it's got jasmine, and it's got lily of the valley. So it's a very floral fragrance, but then you're left with the most beautiful vanillic dry down. The dry down has like ambrette, it has musk, it has sandalwood, but I would say it's very vanillic in the dry down, but then it kind of has that musky ambrette vibe too. I think it's really special, and I know a lot of people love Dama Bianca, and for good reason, and this is signature scent worthy for sure in my opinion. The next fragrance is from YSL and it's Libre Le, so the newest flanker from the Libre line. And I think this is an absolute signature scent worthy fragrance. How could I not mention this one within the lineup? This suits pretty much every occasion. It suits every time of year. Very likable. It's got that beautiful orange blossom note that is appealing to so many people. But Libre Le has the additional notes of ginger, saffron and honey, which takes us in a little bit of a different direction from the others within this collection. However, to be honest, I think all of the YSL Libs are signature scent worthy, but this would just be my flanker of choice. I think it's truly special. I know that if I needed something to take away for, let's say, a week that had to suit all different occasions, then I would absolutely be reaching for this one. It's got a very aesthetically pleasing bottle, which I know doesn't make it signature scent worthy, but it has to be mentioned. And yeah, if you just love a sweet white floral fragrance, then you should absolutely check out the YSL Libre line if you haven't already. I feel like most people probably have, but yeah, this is my favorite and it is signature scent worthy in my opinion. The next fragrance is Minuit et Demi by Fragrance du Bois, and this is of course the collaboration between Fragrance du Bois and Demi Rawling, and I think this makes the most perfect signature scent. It is so gorgeous. And even though this is more of a kind of complex, spicy gourmand, I do think this fits all occasions because it's not necessarily a deep and dark and rich gourmand, and it's not an edible gourmand. I think this is such a fantastic composition. It includes so many of my favorite notes, and it's just going to leave you smelling absolutely incredible. Yeah, this is beautiful. It includes notes of cardamom up top. It also has a pimento note in there too, which I really appreciate. Followed by caramel and coffee in the mid. Yum, need I say more? And then you have lots of vanilla in the base, followed by cinnamon, tobacco, musk, sandalwood. It is absolutely gorgeous. I feel like the notes that are most prominent to my nose is the cardamom, the caramel. I get a slight hint of coffee, but not overbearing in any way. There's lots of vanilla. I also get that cashmere in the base. It is just one of those gourmand fragrances that I feel like is perfectly balanced, because sometimes gourmands can be too sickly, and Demi hit the nail on the head with this one, making it ultra wearable, making it totally unisex. You can wear it all season, so many different occasions, and that is why I think this is truly signature scent worthy. The next fragrance is by Nihilo and it is Fleur Narcotique. And I kind of toyed between what kind of feminine floral fragrance I wanted to include here, because I feel like there's quite a few that kind of fit the signature scent worthy title. But for me, Fleur Narcotique, I just really enjoy this scent profile. On my skin, it absolutely sticks to it like glue. It's got lychee and peach up top, followed by peony. You've got orange blossom. I think there's a little bit of jasmine, if I'm not mistaken. You've got petalia, and then you've got the moss in the base, the musk, and the woody notes. But what I get mostly from this is a really beautiful kind of tart-ish floral scent. And when I say tart-ish, the lychee I find quite tart and sour, but it's not on that level of like Delina tart and sourness. And then you absolutely get like a white fuzzy peach, lots of peony, a little bit of orange blossom. And then you've kind of got that beautiful musky woody base with a little bit of moss. I think Fleur Narcotique is absolutely a signature scent. I would highly recommend this one, and I just feel so great when I wear it. I feel very feminine, I feel sexy, I feel put together. So yeah, Fleur Narcotique by Nihilo is a great option. Next up, we have another 13 by Labo, and I do think this makes such a brilliant signature scent for men and for women. It is such a great fragrance. It's in that kind of clean aesthetic or cool aesthetic, either one of those. It's an easy reach, it's your skin but better, but I do think it has a little bit of punch to it as well. It kind of gives this beautiful kind of woodiness in the base. You've got a little bit of fresh zestiness at the top, but what I mostly get from this is like that ambrette. It's slightly musky, slightly woody. It is your skin but better, but it's a little bit more powerful. I feel like when people smell this, they can't quite fathom what it is. They're just like, what is that smell? And it's exactly the vibe I get from it. Every time I wear it, I get a compliment, so I will absolutely take that. But I just think this is such an easy reach. It's chic, but it's also laid back. I feel like you're gonna smell great, you're gonna smell clean, and what more could you want from a signature fragrance? The next fragrance is Mandorle by Dora, and of course I had to mention this as a signature scent because I feel like this is truly worthy for all occasions, for all times of year, totally unisex, and it's ultra delicious. Now this is a gourmand, but again, I don't feel like it's a super edible gourmand, and it's not overbearing, at least to me anyway. It's a beautiful mix of like suede, tonka bean, it's got vanilla, it's got a booziness to it, a little bit of cherry, a little bit of caramel, a little bit of cacao, it's got cashmere. Oh, it is so gorgeous. I forget how good this is until I smell it every time. Of course I know it's good. I do hype it up quite often. But it just does something to me every time I smell this composition. You're absolutely getting this juicy kind of glacé cherry. But cherry isn't the dominant note, but I'm just telling you what I'm getting. I'm getting the caramel. I'm getting a little bit of suede, but not too much. I'm getting the tonka bean. I'm getting the vanilla. A little bit of cacao, a little bit of caramel, but I just feel like it's blended so well together that it's not necessarily going to be one note that's front stage and center, and it's why I feel like it would make such a gorgeous signature scent. Now, the one thing I would caveat is, would I wear this in high summer? I'm not sure. I think it would probably smell great in high summer. I'm going to test it this year. But either way, I think it's such a fantastic signature scent and just an amazing fragrance in general. I can't speak highly enough of it. It's one that I love, and obviously I speak about it a lot on my channel. So yeah, that was Mandorle by Dora. And last, but by no means least, of course I was going to talk about this one, and it is Possibilities by Perla. And I know you're probably sick of me mentioning this one, but it would make the most perfect signature scent. And this is the other fragrance within my list that I said is as close to a signature scent as it gets within my collection, because I absolutely adore this scent profile. It's floral, but it's sexy. It's got lots of pepper, and people do perceive this one very differently. For me, I get so much pink pepper, but other people don't get that much. And I actually really enjoy the big blast of pepper. So let me put the lid back on. So up top, I'm getting the pink pepper, as I mentioned, but you also have a really juicy blackcurrant note. It has notes of freesia, which is one of my favorite florals. It has orange blossom, it has petalia, it has a little bit of rose. And in the base, you've got akigala wood, you've got vanilla, you've got cashmere, and a little bit of ambergris. But truly what I get from this is a kind of peppery, floral bouquet that just smells ultra intoxicating to my nose. I get maybe a little bit of blackcurrant, but not much, and it just settles so beautiful and smooth on my skin. I think it is a perfect signature scent, if I'm being quite honest with you. And if I had to pick a fragrance in my collection to make my signature scent, it is probably gonna be this one. So that is a big statement. Probably should have put this at the beginning of my video, but if you stick it out to the end, please do let me know if you've tried Possibilities and what you think about it. But yeah, I adore it, would make a brilliant signature scent. So that was Possibilities by La Perla. I hope you enjoyed my top 10 signature scent worthy fragrance picks. Were there any in my list that stood out to you? Please do let me know down in the comments. But what I truly want to know are, what are the fragrances that you have in your collection that you feel are truly signature scent worthy? Or even better, please do let me know what your signature scent is, because I want to find some more gems to add to my collection, and you always have the best recommendations for me. Thank you so much for watching today. I would really appreciate it if you could subscribe to my channel. Of course, only if you enjoy my content. And please do give this video a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. I hope to see you in a video to come. Have a wonderful day and goodbye.